Bramcode. Because I did a panel here. Well, I'm the author of BitTorrent.
Okay.
And it's undoubtedly because of that.
What is your name?
My name is John Halcyon Stinn. A combination of reasons. First and foremost, this is my summer camp, where I return every year to visit the friends that I befriended the year before, and we spend a week together singing camp songs and getting drunk and exposing our privates. The other reason is because I'm leading a panel with two others about being an ethical online pornographer.
So I'm Ernie Shum. I'm currently a web developer at Yahoo in Sunnyvale, California, and I also have a personal site, which is how I started getting into South by Southwest in the first place.
You're allowed to plug the site.
Oh, sorry, littleyellowdifferent.com. That's the name of my website. So.
Okay.
And I'm actually a panelist talking about decentralized social networks.
My name is Jeffrey Zeldman, and I'm a web designer from New York City. I'm at South by Southwest to talk. I made a speech, and I'm going to be on a panel because everyone sort of comes to South by Southwest, so everyone sort of agrees to converge here in this sort of gathering of the tribes, and that's why I'm here.
Robert Scoble, Marc Canter. Great people to promote open source infrastructure and digital lifestyle aggregation.
Oh, that sounded rehearsed.
My whole life is rehearsed.
Okay.
My medium is code.
And what does that
Write
involve?
code. Programming.
Programming?
Code. Well, yeah. I just have an ability to do some really basic common sense calculations of does this architecture make sense. So a lot of people can code, but actually doing architecture is a much rarer skill. It's so hard not to say nunchuck skills when you say that. I think the ability to think starting from a blank slate, too often, I don't know if that's a skill. I think that is a skill. Freeing yourself from what is expected, what is known, what is brought to the table before you, and to get, if you can have the skill of starting with a clean surface, is when you can make innovations and you can see things clearly and you can make, whether it's science or art or whatever, that's when you do something that is truly innovative. Not very technical. I'm not very good at code. I'm not good at any of those things, but I am pretty good at envisioning a path that I want to go, a thing that I want to try, and then tugging on the shirt sleeves of all the really smart people here and saying, is it possible to do this? Is it possible to do this? And then often it's through collaboration or bringing together many ideas that are these people that are doing incredibly smart things and saying, could we put those together, and then can I project my face inside of the building at the same time? And they go, yes.
I don't want to be like big egoed about it, but my website gets a good amount of traffic, and it's like you kind of have to think about what people are expecting if you're trying to communicate some type of information to a bunch of people.
I think the ability to stop paying attention to something is undervalued. Immerse yourself in a problem and then forget about it and let your unconscious work on it for a while.
Typing fast.
Having a vision of the future and making it happen. All these ideas are all stacked up vertically, and the trick is to take them and lay them out horizontally. And so I've been accused of trying to boil the ocean, and so I say yes, one cup at a time. So it's taking those little baby steps to visionize out 3, 5, 10, 15 years out and actually make them happen.
I kind of like coding. If I had to work in something else, I've gotten really into designing puzzles. I've always been fascinated by three-dimensional things.
Aesthetic based. A lot of math turns up in it. Some of the math is very hard, some of it is fairly easy, but it's all very three-dimensional. People tend to think reductionistically of, see, the problem is most people have been indoctrinated by the orthogonal hegemony, and they think of space as being constructed of Diophantine coordinates. That's a construction of space, but it's not a reductionistic one. And so they're like other symmetry groups in three-dimensional space. There are quite a few other ones, and people tend to forget about them completely and just think that the world consists of right angles, when in fact the structure of space itself has very little to do with right angles.
Inspire and plant seeds in people and get them going, right? Then of course the bennies come back to you. You're the rainmaker, you're the idea guy, you're the one who's playing. But yet, I'm standing on the shoulders of 1,000 other people. right? So my first software company, I was standing on the shoulders of my programmers, and then all the people were our developers. They're called multimedia developers. But nowadays, it's like, everyone gets to be a peer. We're all working together, it's even. And the guy who's providing the money should be equal to the guy who's writing the code, who's doing the marketing. It should all be more of a level playing field.
Since this is a hub for many creative people that are often motivated by creativity and passion rather than commerce, you don't find nearly as many millionaires here, but you find geniuses all over the place. But if you ask enough of them, you're going to have some pretty interesting answers about their passions and maybe what draws these people together.
Learning quickly about new things and new ideas, new ways of working, new software, new methodologies.
You seem to be asking about what the gestalt of what it is that I do and how I go about doing it, and the process and stuff, having nothing to do with the actual product that I've created has never really been captured. Like being a venture capitalist, like the whole VC world is one which has never ever been depicted at all accurately in fiction. But the actual interactions are fairly involved and very misleading, and no one's ever really no one who actually does it has ever explained it.
And I was definitely going to be kind of sitting in the back row, just kind of like doing my thing, just show up for the award show, wait to lose, and then go back home. I come in and I think at one bar that everyone had gone to afterwards, a girl runs up just like, Journey, and then she starts like kind of doing this Carson Daly I'm like, wait, what the hell's going? What? Wait, what? No, you're joking. And she's like, oh my god, I love your website. Like, I read you. I remember this one post, and then yeah. So you can just kind of pause. You're like, you don't really know what to say from that, but never really expected that.
Transvergence would be a keyword, right? What were the keywords that I say? Michael, were you listening? Okay.
Yeah.
Digital lifestyle aggregation, proselytizing, nutcase, opera singer, whatever. You could index me however you want.
Can you give us a little opera?
Sure. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Yet once a little while, and I will shake all nations. I'll shake the heavens, the earth, the sea. Can you name that song?
I don't want to say celebrity because celebrity means that you're like instantly famous. It's a low grade, like sea-level celebrity.
How was it? How long ago? Those were so cool.
It was great. It was great. Actually,
Do you have a card from them?